when you are nervous to give a speech, it shows that you care about what you're saying. So being nervous to give a speech doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have any self-confidence or you don't feel worthy. It just means that I care about this. I want this to win. So when you're giving the speeches, it's because you have all your students, they're graduating, you want to move them on to the next level, and you want to say something inspirational that they're going to be able to take with them in the future, right? I get like that all the time. When I'm preparing for a speech, I'm like, okay, make sure you say something empowering. I don't know, I think, when I'm writing, when you get so into your field, that's like, well, this is just common stuff. But you want to make sure that you're saying something like that's empowering. So I keep going back over it and over it again, like, is this empowering enough? Is this gonna reach? Is this gonna resonate? And you don't see it for yourself because it's like, this is stuff that I normally say. I talk about public speaking all day. I have 400 students a semester. Whew. Yeah, a semester. Between the two colleges, I teach maybe sometimes I'm teaching 6 to 9 classes a semester. So I have students all over. And I want to make sure that whatever I'm giving them is something important for them to leave with, because then when they leave with it, they have the confidence and they feel more fulfilled and they can take it to somebody else. Right? So then we overthink that, not thinking that we're enough, we're not worthy enough. Whatever we say is not good enough, it's not powerful enough, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. When in reality, people will come up to you and be like, oh, that was really empowering. I'm inspired by that. And you're like, I didn't say much. I just talked about what I knew. And guess what? Talk about what you know is enough. Because what you know, see, I always talk about us being like in a garden, right? There are trees. There are flowers. Some of us are the grass. Some of us are, the stones. We all have a role to make this beautiful garden, right? So all of us have expertise in a certain area. I'm the public speaking expert. There ain't nothing nobody can tell me about public speaking. I've been doing it forever. But I don't know nothing about nursing, okay? If my kids get sick, I have to call a doctor, right? I have to call a nurse. If my tooth hurts, I got to call a dentist. Eventually, I'm going to be calling a lawyer and an engineer. And what did you say? What was yours? Your career. A forensic, yes, tax accountant too? Yeah, forensic accountant, right? So you will think that what I have to say is not important. I'm not this big person with this elaborate career and lifestyle. But the reality is, when you touch somebody, they touch somebody, and it goes on and on down the line, right? So whatever you say is important and is impactful, as long as you have the goal to be inspirational and be a good person, what you do is enough. And sometimes in your career field, talking about your career field in front of people who are interested in what you want to do is important. It's not just enough to say, I am a nurse or I am an accountant. You have to go and teach other people how to do those things. You have to be able to speak on it because somebody really is interested in that field, and they don't just want to know that I learned the technical degrees to do it. They want to know the story behind it. I said I got a car from Buffalo to Atlanta with $300 in my pocket. We struggled for a year, and now sky's the limit. That's more important than me saying I'm a public speaking instructor. That's more important than me saying I wrote 8 books. That's more important because now, wherever you are in life, you will feel like I can do it too.